Hey everybody. So we got some really exciting news here. We finally got our internet to the barn working. We were messing around with it for a long time, and you saw a couple weeks ago we did some live streams with chicks, and we did some live streams with ducklings and all kinds of stuff. And we had a lot of issues while doing that, keeping the stream going steady because of the internet problems. But we got our internet out to the barn. The solution is here. And so now we're able to live stream from the barn, which is going to be really cool. And you're going to see I'm going to do a lot of these live streamings now throughout the week. So we'll do some barn sessions when I'm out here doing chores. We'll do live streaming, and you can see what's going on here. And we'll answer some questions and chat with you and show you some of what's going on. We're doing so much to this property right now. It looks completely different than it did a month ago. If you've been following some of our videos, you know we've been working on this road here, and the road is in really good shape. The road's done. We did a lot of filling down below there for a new pasture, and it's going really good. Thanks for asking. We see Lumna Acres asking how it's going. Going really well so far, guys. So been great. We just finished up a big filling project. And everything went completely smooth except for one thing, which I screwed up, which I'm going to share that story today. See the piggies are out enjoying some sunshine today. Say hi to the pigs. Hi there, Kelly. Thanks for watching. Pigs say hello. Say hi, piggies. So the pigs, this is their first day out. It's been too cold to let them get out, and they are super excited to get out and enjoy some fresh air. There they come running. They already know that the sound of my voice means food, and so that's a good thing. You want your pigs to recognize, well, you probably don't want them to recognize you as food, but at least your pig call. So let me show you how I screwed up big time here. We were working on the road, and I was just about finished yesterday. I was doing some leveling over here and making it nice and smooth, making it work real good. And then all of a sudden I saw water. Ben, thanks for the super chat, Ben. You're amazing, man, every time. Ben says, oh no, where'd the chat go? What'd he say, Ben? I missed your comment there. Ben, ask it again. If you had a question there, ask it again. It just disappeared from the iPhone. So I'm digging over here, and all of a sudden I see water come squirting out of the ground, and I'm like, dang it. It was Sunday afternoon, things were going good, and I had made, the road was already done. I'd finished this road without tearing up our water line. A couple years back, my dad and I ran a water line and an electric line all the way from the house to this pole here. And then Fernando wants an overview of the property. Sure will, Fernando, in a minute here. So there's the house, Fernando. There's the backyard there. And then as you come this direction down the road, you see here's where the chicken coops are. And then this is where our garden is. And right here is a light and electric. We got a frost-free hydrant there. And then from that point, a couple of years back, we decided to repair this barn. This barn used to be just fallen down and destroyed. And so we decided, you know what, we want to repair this barn and get electric and water to it. So we fixed up the barn. It's really nice. We actually fixed it up with wood from a house that burned down. We reclaimed the wood from the house. And on the inside, a lot of the wood is from trees from our own property, which that was cool. I'll have to do a video on that another time. But then we connected the water and the electric from that standpipe right there, which originally was for the garden. We took the water and the electric, we ran it in the ground here to this barn. And when we did it, the ground was much higher. The ground was, if you can see behind me how high the ground is there. And Jake W is telling me we should have done call before you dig. Jake, they wouldn't have known about this stuff. We put it in ourselves. I should have just remembered. But yeah, there was no way that call before you dig would have found out what we had here. And I knew it was here, but I didn't know exactly where it was, because we had installed it like 2 or 3 years ago, and I knew it was from that pole to that building, but I didn't know how deep, and I didn't know if I was going to hit it or not. And I was real careful for the whole time I was digging this road, no problem at all. But then yesterday, I'm just smoothing it out. I'm almost finished. Sunday afternoon, feeling good. Gonna go inside and watch, you know, some Netflix or something. And then boom, water comes squirting up out of the ground. And I made a 50-yard dash all the way to the house, shut off the water, and then came out here. And here it is Sunday afternoon. I had to fix everything. So I made a really nice video. Dirty Blend Homestead, should have used markers. So true. We should have. But, you know, shoulda, woulda, coulda. So I made this nice video yesterday in the excitement of everything that happened. I was like, you know what? I'll make a video out of it so I can share with everyone how to fix it later on. And just something about the day yesterday. Because the video that we made, didn't work. So we lost the video from the repair. So I figured I'd show you guys a little bit of my handiwork here. You can see what we did. So if you ever find yourself doing the same thing, it's not hard to fix. We got some of this repair pipe from Home Depot, and you can see what we did here. Here is a archaeologist will one day dig up my handiwork here and see what we got going on. So let me turn this camera around, I'll show you. So here is the old pipe is right here, the new pipe is right there, and I had to get a ball valve barb coupler, which is unnecessary. I could have just got the brass coupler, but unfortunately that's all they had at Home Depot. And then a couple of these radiator clamps, and you heat it up with a little torch, you slide the valve in, or the coupler in, and then cinch it down with your radiator clamps, and you're good to go. And then we rewired the electrical today. There's our rewired electrical back into the barn. And now it is all back and working. I gotta dig it. If you ever do dig up electric and you don't know how to do electric, don't mess with it. It's dangerous stuff. Tape the lever up to keep the dirt out. Brian, good thinking, Brian. I actually want to put a pipe over that stuff, but you know, all in a day's work. Let's go in the barn and see, does the electrical not need conduit? Fernando, this is a direct bury line. So if you buy the electrical line that's meant to be buried, you don't have to put conduit. And Weekend Homesteader, hey buddy. So you can direct bury that stuff if you buy the right stuff. That's why I get that stuff, because conduit's annoying to work with. It's way more expensive. And if you're doing something, you know, DIY, you know, it's not so bad. Let's go in the barn. Let's see some animals here. You guys can see the updates. You haven't seen some of these guys in a while. Let's go in. Did you put color tape over the wire? Heather wants to know. When we first installed it, Heather, no, we did not. Again, this is one of those things when you're doing it on your own property and you know where everything is, you think, I'll be fine next time, and then you don't, and then you aren't. So it would have been smart to put tape, some caution tape. But yeah, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Ben says, thanks for showing the mess ups as well as the accomplishments. It helps us learn. Yes, learn from our mistakes, not your own. That's the way to do it. All right, let's get this camera rotated around and let's see some animals. Mark where you broke the line, Brian. I am going to. Actually, I was thinking about where we broke it, keeping that little valve as a shutoff valve. All right, I'm going to turn this camera around. Let's look at our ducklings. Our duckies are getting so big. Hi, everybody. Nigel is getting closer to his homesteading dream. Congrats, Nigel. Keep it up, man. These are our Pekin ducks. These ducks, how old are they? How old are these ducks? Oh man, you can go back and watch our brooder video and date back from there. They're only a couple weeks old. They're not very old, but they're getting very big, and they're growing nice. Over here we have our chicks, and you'll notice with our chicks, hey everybody, I got my nest cam ready. This nest cam will be live streaming. When I'm done with this video, I'm going to go inside and turn on our chick cam live stream. The ducks that you saw there are eating ducks, but we also might do some breeding with them. Hey, Bill. Bill's putting, he says keep that as a shutoff. Yep, a good idea, Bill. Oh man, we got to convince Alexia to get some ducks. Is that what it is, Brian? These little guys, so here you have some egg layer chicks and some red rangers. We're experimenting with the red rangers. And we haven't done a brooding video setup yet, but we'll do one maybe this week. We'll get a video out on our brooder setup. You can just see it real quick here. We got the nipple waterers, the hanging feeders, the lights, and that next cam, that nest. Sorry about that, guys. Battery died on the phone. And hopefully you'll be able to join us back. I'm going to go over some of the messages that we've lost. Let me see. Okay, so, or that I missed. A lot of discussion going on ducks here. Some people thinking they're disgusting. That is true. Ducks, I will not argue that ducks are disgusting. They are definitely disgusting. Building additional coop, that's a good idea. Bonkers girl. Ducks are Bill Kennedy's favorite. I hear that. They are disgusting. They are in their own way, but they are also awesome animals. And I love the ducks. So they are. You got to deal with the mess, but if you can deal with the mess, I love having them. So anyway, the phone went dead there, guys. We're not going to be able to go back outside and see the pigs, but you can see outside is coming in here. Hey, congrats, the Philistine closing on some acreage there. Brooding ducks is a mess, Bill says, then they are awesome. That's true. The duck brooding process, which you can see over there, is messy and it's very wet. But then those Muscovies over here walking in to say hello, they are so clean and they're great. Lynn, hi from a dark office in NYC. It is nicer here than it is in the office. I can guarantee that. Sorry, Lynn. So here's our chick setup. I'm gonna put the camera down here. We're gonna take a look what's going on. You can see they're all drinking from the nipple. I love using those nipple waterers for chicks. It just keeps it neater and cleaner. We got our lights over there, keeping everybody warm. And then the feeders hanging. Feeders, I like to hang the feeders because it keeps everything neat and clean. Look at this big Muscovy coming over to say hello. He's coming over to see what's going on with these other birds. Guys, if you have any questions, fire away. The pigs are over there. We've been sharing with you some of those pig videos recently. How are you filming this? Smartphone. Yep, Fernando, we are live streaming from the smartphone, which is nice. It's a new feature that YouTube's letting us stream from our phones. And not all channels get to do that. There's a certain number of subscribers you need. But Heather wants to know, are we ever going to do meat rabbits? Yes, Heather, we actually finally found a source for meat rabbits. And we're going to be getting into that. I don't know if we'll do it this year, but we are going to do a video or an interview on that soon. Daybird Aviaries wants to know about the Muscovies. They have bred. They were breeding 20 minutes ago. And we have hatched out. These ones here are our own, these beautiful white ones. Congratulations on new chickens there, Juan. So these white ones we hatched out. They are our own Muscovies. And there's the dad out there marching around by those tarps. I'd give you more of a tour of the property, but I'm plugged into the outlet right now. We need to charge this phone, so I can't give you any more of a tour today. Hey there, Rocky Brook. Thanks for watching these live stream, guys. You guys have made this live stream possible, and the super chats that you guys have given, it's been amazing. That's how we support our live stuff. So thanks for the super chats, and just thanks for helping us grow the channel. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, which is a huge milestone. So we're going to do some giveaways again at 10,000. And I'm thinking about giving away some more of those abducted t-shirts. There's the ducks coming in to say hi. So keep sharing the channel, guys, helping us grow. And thanks again. Thanks to Ben for the super chat today. That helps us keep doing this. And okay, Fernando wants to see the grain bin. We'll do that on the next tour. We'll do a tour of the actual farm. We'll walk around. Unfortunately, I can't walk anymore because we're plugged into power. Bill, thanks for watching. See everybody later. We're going to start making this a regular feature of the show. We're going to plan. I'm planning a couple days to do live streams each week, just to answer some questions and update you on what's going on. And now we'll go out here. We'll watch the Muscovies for another minute as they come in to see what's going on. Hey there, Rocky Brook Farmstead. Nigel's going to volunteer. We got a 4-month-old quacking back at the ducks. My next farm acreage goal, Justin. What do you mean, Justin? Like, how much do I want? Hey there, Peoria, dude. It's cool to see everybody checking out what's going on here. So if you like the live stream of the chicks, that's going to be fired up again. I'll put that on later now that we got our internet working to the barn. And if you're wondering how to get internet to your barn, we'll do a video on that soon. Okay, Justin, when we buy next. So Justin, we've put off the moving of farms for at least a couple of years. And we talked a little bit about why recently we said we're not going to do our road trip because for one reason, the baby's just not really good in the car seat, so not much fun there. So we're holding on to our homestead. Don't know how long we'll be here or how long we'll stay here. If I was to move from this homestead, we have 10 acres here, and I don't think we would move for less than like around 50. But that's not for homesteading. That's not for like farming. That's for hunting. I like having a lot of land for hunting, so. And foraging and just enjoying the woods. If you guys are looking for land for homesteading, man, 10 acres is great, but man, you can do it. Most of our actual homestead is done on about 1 to 2 acres, so you don't need a ton. Juan wants to know, how did you do the butchery? If you're talking about which animals? We leave the chickens on feed. I know some people don't do that, but I just like them. I like to make sure they have feed all the time. You could save money if you take them off feed and let them free range a little bit, but I leave them on. Oh, Juan, you want to know how we did the chicken butchering? We haven't done our own chicken butchering in a year or two now. We started taking them to a butcher to process them, but we used to do them out back here. We used to do them with just some boiling pots of water and some drill bit pluckers. This should be interesting. Let's see. This is Don, everybody. Don Draker. Say hi to Don. Don's the oldest big daddy of all the Muscovies, and he's coming over to say hi to everybody. And behind him is Betty Draker. So we have Don and Betty Draker, the white one over there. I forget the name of that one. My kids named that one. And then those other white ones there, those are the babies of Don and Betty Draker. Daisy Girl, are you homesteading full-time or do you still work part-time? I am not homesteading full-time. The homestead, the money I make from my homestead is purely to help pay for the homestead itself. What I do full-time, Daisy, I'm an internet marketer, and I do some video work, videography, build websites, and then of course our podcast and our YouTube channel earns some money. And so most of my money I make on the computer, so I have enough time to come out here and enjoy doing this all the time. But I'm very blessed. I get to spend a lot of time working on the homestead because the nature of my job, it's not one that takes a whole lot of time to make a living. So I'm able to make money on the computer and then enjoy spending lots of time. I mean, last week we spent probably 3 or 4 full days working on the homestead, so it works out nice. Just a couple of questions there. Let me see that. Harry Looper wants to know, what are we going to do with the Muscovies? So you can breed Muscovies and Pickens and get what's called a Mullard, and that's a very good meat breed of duck. We've had that before. It's very good. So there's some thought that we might try that out. Muscovies make great mothers, so if you want to hatch your own ducklings from eggs, you can use the Muscovies to do that. They are not a great egg layer breed, but their eggs are delicious. They just don't do a whole lot of eggs. The meat is, I've never tried the meat of a Muscovy. It's supposed to be not a bad eating duck. So they're kind of multi-purpose, these ones. Don and Betty aren't going anywhere. They're our bosses here. They'll be the breeding pair for us. They're very nice ducks. They're very gentle, as you can see. I like their personality. Harry wants to know, do we still have the sheep? Nope, we got rid of the sheep when we thought we were going to be taking a road trip. And at the time, we just had a bad setup for ruminants, but we're improving that this year. Let's see, I missed a few more show chat. Let's see, a couple more questions. Rocky Brook wants to know where we're at. We are on 10 acres in Connecticut, Rocky Brook. All right, guys, I'm going to close this one down. We'll catch you in another video tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. And tomorrow we are live streaming our podcast all about fishing. So please join us. You can call in and share your fishing stories, and we'll be answering questions. If you actually want to catch fish next time you go fishing and not just stand there with a pole on the side of the river, join us for that, 9 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. I'll have a couple other guests with me talking about fishing. 9 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. That's every Tuesday, 9 o'clock Eastern is our podcast. And these live streams, I'm not sure what we'll do with these barn live streams. Maybe we'll do these a couple random times throughout the week to catch different people. Thanks, guys. PM, Heather, PM. 9 o'clock Eastern time, PM. See you then.